outside of like our Tuesday lunches, that I don't know what happened.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Oh, we're
Now that we're
podcasting.
on the subject.
Right,
I know. We
right.
actually should.
But I'm not as intentional, and I could be much more intentional about scheduling time for people. It's just kind of like, oh, I haven't seen you in a while, let's hang out. But earlier this year I started with like a gathering once a month, and I did it. I didn't do it for May, but I've done it.
That's cute. I went
Where
to
do,
January.
like, yeah, so it's like a small, and I have different groups of friends, so every month it's a little bit different.
Gotcha.
I do have a once a month date with the girls that I used to work with at the studio, and
That's
we
cute.
choose
Right,
a
that's a
different
lot.
restaurant. Every month we choose a different restaurant, so that's really cute. But I think that I can be more intentional about not those like big things, like more so like the small little weekly dates, or
Mhm.
things like that.
Yeah. I feel like for me, I'm very good at scheduling most things, and then I have too many things scheduled, and I won't find time in between the schedules to like do the spontaneous stuff. So when something spontaneous happens, you're like throwing all my stuff off. And I have to decide whether or not spending that time doing the spontaneous thing with the people that I care about is superseding whatever it is I have scheduled. And like literally trying to find time for spontaneous stuff. We've gone through it with the lunches thing, right? Or even for scheduling the podcast. Like at one point we're like, we're just going to have to force ourselves to do it on whatever day, because we were going through the calendar,
Right,
and
it
we're
wasn't
all the way
working.
a month and a half later, and you're
Mhm.
like, how the hell
Just
do I
it.
not have
Yeah,
time?
Right, just do it.
Yeah.
But scheduling does help so much, at least in my perspective. I don't overschedule like friend. Well, actually, I have overscheduled friend stuff. I do that more on work. Like I'll start and I'll be like, yeah, and then I look, I'm like, oh my god, like how am I gonna milk this, or how am I gonna do both? That's happened.
I have a cousin who decided to pause their career at 40, or in her early 40s, and travel all over Europe.
Ugh.
Her son was grown. He went all the way to college, and she decided that she was going to travel all over Europe. And I don't remember why we agreed to do this, but for some reason we agreed to do a FaceTime call. I think it was once a month.
Okay.
And this is like a cousin that I grew up with. And again, life happening and not scheduling things, there would be literal years I would not see her. But she was like one of my closest cousins. And it's one of those people, one of those family members that whenever you see them, you fall right back into,
Yeah.
because they know you the way that you are. And so we were doing these FaceTime calls, and I realized like I love talking to her, even though sometimes it would pop up on my phone and be like, damn it, I got to find time to do this thing. But I would always enjoy having that, seeing her face.
Yeah, and schedule times, put aside. It's I realize you have to put effort into friendships, relationships, right? Like you have to call and tell people. Like my big thing now is every time I talk to somebody on the phone, I'm like, I love you. Like you have to be intentional and make time. Like otherwise time will just pass and you won't see these people.